What is going on, guys? It's Reflex here, and welcome back. Where we left off, we just got finished camping with our little Coleman gear. Coleman, please sponsor me. Look for a sponsor. I'm just kidding. No, but as you guys can see right here, got some Elemancy, which you use to like make spells and stuff. I'm gonna kind of show you right here. I actually have quite a bit, but over the time, as you guys can tell how many flasks I have, which you probably don't even know what that means, but mainly throughout the story you can pick up flasks, and I have a lot of them, so it kind of shows you that I've played this game a lot. But basically I'm putting a whole bunch of fire, ice, and lightning together, which then I can put like an item, which I don't really know what I want to put as an item with this right now. I kind of forget what I used to put, but basically you put this item and then it'll either make the potency stronger, which means pretty much more damage, or you know, the more you give of that item, it gives you more uses, which also is a good thing that I like. So I'm gonna go ahead and use this. Look, the potency is 898. I mean 92, I believe. Sometimes I can't read because, like, I don't know, for some reason the quality on my actual TV is like it's like small, the lettering. I don't know why, but yeah. So I'm gonna probably use a spell on this boss. Well, I can't really call it a boss, a hunt rather, and we'll see how it goes. But you guys will see that when you upgrade a spell, well, not really upgrade, but when you put a whole bunch of lightning, ice, and fire, like max, and then put like just a good item with it, it makes the spell extremely strong, which I enjoy a lot actually. Spells can be good, but they can also be lethal. Hopefully you won't see that side of it, but honestly I have no clue, because spells for me on this game really, they kind of backfire a lot.
Sometimes I wonder if we'll ever sit inside that.
That's also what I love about this game, how they just start talking out of nowhere.
It was pretty nice.
Napping was even better.
See, that's just, I don't know, I think I just love the camaraderie between the characters. That's honestly probably what makes me hooked on this game. And if you guys are wondering at all of what my top 3, because I said this was in my top 3 favorite Final Fantasies, and you're probably going to find my top 3 very, very weird. And I will explain what my top 3 are after we take care of this. I think they're called a dual horn, actually, now that I remember. Let me see. He says it, I think.
You ought to be too. Thing's vicious.
Sure.
Maybe he doesn't.
Yeah.
Or maybe he already did and I didn't pay attention. Ooh, there you go, Gladio. You like that sword he has? Yeah. Gave him that. It's on me. Alright, I'm about to use a spell right quick. Watch this. Let me get away. Alright. And he's dead, and I pretty much made it winter. And look, you hear how much they're hurting right now? And now my phone's ringing. That's weird. Okay. Oh yeah, I forgot. That's why I was at there. Beep the thing. I've never seen this though. I bet she's hearing me from the other line thinking, where are y'all at? Why is it winter?
Oh, while I got ya, if y'all want to fix her up before you roll out, let me know.
I'll probably do that, because I probably I wanna put something on the car or something. I don't know.
Sounds good.
She'll be waiting at the garage.
Gotcha.
But as I was saying, man, I can't even talk. But my top 3 Final Fantasies will probably kind of surprise a lot of people, considering my top 3. One of the ones in my top 3 are pretty much a controversial one, meaning people really hated this one I'm about to say. But my coming in third is Final Fantasy 13. Now I know you're probably wondering, like, whoa, that one's ass. But see, I don't know what I liked about the game. Like, I really don't see, I don't know, when I played it, and I beaten it 3 total times, which means I put some time in, and I still didn't find, yes, it was very, very linear, which made the game boring after a while, but if you could get past that, it really was not a bad game. It really wasn't, in my opinion. And people give it too much of a bad rap, one, because its fighting system kind of changed too much to them, but also just, hold on, I think we're about to have a cutscene right quick.
It's rude to keep a girl waiting. You better apologize. What is that?
Okay, yep, there it is. Maybe we'll fight that, maybe, if I'm feeling up to it. I don't even remember how to fight it. I don't even think I fought it in my playthrough.
Half storm, half air starship.
You realize that's 3 halves.
Would explain its size.
And I love the jokes in this game.
Awesome
honestly.
in every sense.
I don't know. That's the kind of comedy I like. Just like kind of, I don't know. But as I was saying, I like just Final Fantasy 13 just for the reason, I don't know, like it just felt fun. I got connected with the characters, and people said like the voice acting was ass, and I do not agree. I really don't. Maybe a couple scenes in the game it was ass, but not really. Man, who got on my smoking pot odds? Well, welcome to the video. I doubt you even watched my YouTube, but coming in second is Final Fantasy 15. Now, you guys I already praised this game enough, but I really found it fun. I beat this game twice total, I believe, and I'm about to beat it the 3rd time for you guys. And it's been fun. The DLCs they added is probably what inched it up to second place. And you know, I just found this game very enjoyable. But coming in first place has to be Final Fantasy X. And what they always say about Final Fantasies, and well, pretty much your favorite game in a franchise is always your first game in that franchise will be your favorite. And that's actually true for a lot of people, they said. And I just now noticed my car kind of changed colors for some reason. But yeah, they said that like your first Final Fantasy may be your favorite, and that's happened with many people that I've talked to. And Final Fantasy X wasn't my first Final Fantasy, but it was the first one that I played by myself, if that makes sense, because I didn't really play the other Final Fantasies by myself, but rather I played them with my cousin or a friend. But Final Fantasy X was the first game where I actually played it by myself and experienced everything by myself, and that's why I loved it so much. So yes, those are my top 3 Final Fantasies.
Not at all.
Whether or not you guys enjoy those or even agree with it,
So I already
it's not
put
really
it in
you
the
guys to
trunk.
decide.
There should be a motel on your way to Galden. If y'all wouldn't mind.
Now I
giving
remember,
that to
I don't know
the
if you
owner,
guys were
that'd
there
be
for
swell.
when
Grandpa,
we
my
tried to
grandkid.
play through this game before me and Judge, but we actually
Now that she's all polished
kind
up
of
and ready
like
for the road,
took I think 7
would you
parts
care to take her for a little
for this.
test
Like
drive?
by the time we got to where she's sending me right now on this mission, it took about 7 parts to actually get to that point. So that can tell you that
needn't remind
me
you to
doing a
exercise
longer
caution.
gameplay actually is working out better. Alright, he wants me to take it for a spin, but
Oh,
hold on, let me
while I
see
got
if
ya.
I can fix it up real quick.
If y'all want to fix her up before you roll out.
You just said what
let me
I
know.
said, girl. Don't
Hey,
be
Prince,
repeating after me.
Mind if I borrow the old girl for a hot second? I just had a
Alright, I don't
doozy of an
remember this
idea.
dialogue. This is
You're
actually
gonna
brand
love
new.
it,
I don't recognize
promise.
this. Type D. Wait. Isn't that what the hell is I know you just saw what Gladio was doing. He was trying to get him some pussy. Yeah. No, but this was
Well,
whoa,
here she
I
is.
cannot believe they
Now
actually
y'all
put
want
this
me
in the
to play
game.
roads? No, never mind.
The Type D
After all,
regalia
limits are only
was
made to
on
be
a
broken.
trailer. I didn't know they released it already. So that's insane, but awesome. Off-road capabilities, press B. Alright. To jump. Keep an eye on the gas tank. Alright. I mean, that's awesome. I didn't know they did that. I feel like I'm gonna have trouble with this because there's no smart steering. Like, it's smart steering for this part, but probably once you get onto the road, it's gonna change. Oh, yep. Oh my. Okay, yeah. It should have like turned onto the
Thought
road
I'd see the day.
when it did smart steering. Like, what the hell? Oh, well, that's awesome though. That's a nice
what are we
recovery
waiting for?
right there.
Let's
Oh
take
yeah,
her
this
for a
is
spin.
awesome. Oh yeah,
Hammerhead is
this
like
is
no
awesome.
garage
I love
ever.
this already.
You know?
One would expect no less of purveyors to the crown.
I'll miss
And the
it
funny
once
thing
this
is the
road trip's
dialogue,
over
like
with.
they're not even saying anything about
There's
this.
no reason
that
you
we're in
can't pay
this.
them a visit anytime you please.
Kind of weird, but
I'm
awesome.
sure Cindy will be glad to look after your car. Oh, right.
So, that's what this is about.
If you need, I can always lend you the regalia.
Oh, never mind.
Thanks for the
I thought he
offer,
was saying
but
whoa to the car, but
once
no.
we're
he wasn't.
back in the Crown City, I think I better
This is
score
awesome,
my own
actually.
wheels.
And if you guys don't know, because I'm not really going to get into it, like, I'm not going to do this later in the game, so I might as well say it now. But there's also another type. I forget what type it is for your regalia, like what letter. But basically, you're... Oh, Jesus. Oh, okay, hold on. No, but there's another type which you're able to fly. Now, the controls for flying with the regalia is a lot harder than pretty much everything else. So if you crash in the Regalia while it's flying, it's game over immediately. So that's one reason why I hate actually flying it, as well as just using it in general. But one good thing about it is that you get an infinite amount of gas. I don't know if you could do that on other models, but I know it was in that one, so that was pretty awesome. And it looks really cool. If I can do it maybe later in the story, if I remember and change it, I might do it maybe for like, I don't even know, the final mission or something to show off some stuff. Or not the final mission, because you're not even going to be... Okay, I'm just going to shut up because I'm going to accidentally spoil stuff. Oh, here's the dog. Hey, look, it's a dog. Umbra.
Umbra. Bringing us stuff. Attaboy.
That dog can really track a scent.
Certainly knows how to find us.
How do you always know, boy?
Just a sec.
Umbra, I would like Umbra. Like, actually personally have Umbra. 12 years earlier, huh? That's a Scilla Blossom.
It's the same kind we sewed our crowns from. Oh yeah.
Yeah, I played this game a little too much. I know everything. As you can see, there's Umbra and then the other kind of mystic dog.
I have a favor to ask. Take the notebook with you when you go. Sure. That's not all.
By the way,
I want
if
you
you
to
guys
put
didn't
something
see or
in the
can't
book
tell, that's
and
Lunafreya.
send it back.
And Lunafreya is who's Noctis is supposed to marry in Altissia, which is where we're supposed to be heading after this little stop, which I just kind of finished. Alright, it's time for me to come leave Tenebrae. Finally gonna see you after all these years. I kind of find Umbra cool though. Like they don't really explain his powers that much, but I know it's just like a divine dog.
Take care out there. I know. You're not gonna tell me.
Then don't ask.
What was that about? You don't say.
Wait,
Now that our work's done,
where's my car
let's
at?
see ourselves
Where's
to
my
go.
car at? Bruh, my car? Oh, okay. Alright, this car has some cloaking capabilities I didn't know of. That was not in the description. I really don't want to. The only reason why I'm having Ignis drive, well, I didn't have a choice right there, but
Let's hit it.
I don't want to drive this yet. I want to actually master how to use it. Why did I just hear another dog bark? Oh yeah, that's by Dave. By the way, here is where you get Dave's first side quest in the beginning of a long list of side quests.
For our next story, Lady Lunafreya of Tenebrae has issued an official statement.
I swear this is
regarding the
Troy
forthcoming
Baker. I'm
treaty.
not even lying to you.
Words cannot express
The one that talks as a
the joy in
newscaster.
my heart on receiving word of this coming peace, nor the pride
The
I
voice
take
acting in
my
this game though is
betrothal.
wonderful in my
I have a
opinion.
part in this
Both
historic
Japanese
event.
and English.
On this
I
joyous
appreciate them
occasion,
both.
Some have voiced cause for concern. The fear I will be unable to fulfill my duties as Oracle. Please rest assured, my marriage will not stand in the way of my calling. You will find me in your towns and villages, as you always have, and I shall continue.
That's a
to
lady
bear
that's,
you all.
you know,
Lady Lunafreya will set
well, it's like,
forth from
listen to this and
Tenebrae
tell me you don't
for her
hear
wedding ceremony in the
Troy
coming
Baker.
days.
It's pretty
Please be
close.
advised that during this time alone, her duties as Oracle will be suspended.
It's in the treaty?
Of course. Simple formality.
One of those symbol of the peace deals.
So it's more like a marriage of
Well, the-
convenience.
well, never
Her
mind.
ladyship
They're
seems
kinda
nevertheless
explaining it.
amenable to the prospect.
And Noctir likes the idea.
What's that? I do?
Buzz off.
See, that's really what I love about this game too, is just how they
Hey,
just
I see
communicate
the
with each
sea.
other.
I see it too.
That's Golden Key.
And look how beautiful
Kinda
that
wanna
looks,
go
like,
for a dip.
graphics wise. Like,
That a
that's
big
nice.
mountain behind it?
No, it's an island.
Nobody goes to Galden for an island, though. They go to kick back and get massages.
And savor the seafood. It's famously delicious.
Sounds great.
That means
Something
they got a
to look
Captain
forward
D's
to.
down there. You know, I don't like Captain D's. Yeah, call me crazy. I'm not a seafood guy. And if I go there for some chicken, I might as well just go to KFC or somewhere else. Alright. Let's park this vehicle, Ignis. What you doing? Taking forever. There we go. Damn.
Might want to stock up on potions and stuff.
Nice. You're being helpful for
What do
a
you mean
change.
for a change?
What do you mean for a change?
See, I know this game too well.
Ready to set sail.
That's the one
Just
thing
gotta
though,
find
their
my
voice
sea legs
lines,
first.
when it's talking to themselves,
hurry.
sometimes it gets repetitive because when you like, hold on, let me check if I still have, yep, have everything. Awesome. But, yeah, sometimes when you get out of a vehicle, they always say the same stuff. Sometimes. They do have alternative lines, but I mainly hear it's like, nice, you're being helpful for a change. And then he says, what do you mean for a change? And that kind of gets annoying, but not really. I mean, it's not a big deal. I ain't gonna gripe over some measly thing like that.
Welcome to Golden Key.
Okay, cutscene, I'm gonna shut up. This is
I'm
important.
afraid you're out of luck.
I didn't voice impression of this line.
The boats bring you here.
What about him?
Well, they'll not take you forth.
And what's your story?
I'm an impatient traveler, ready to turn ship. The ceasefire's getting us nowhere.
What's this? Some sort of souvenir?
They make those?
What? No.
Consider it your allowance.
Huh?
Yeah. And who's allowing us?
A man of no consequence.
Yeah, right.
To not spoil any of the story, I'm not gonna mention who that guy's name is, but
Can you believe what that guy
he is
said
my
about the
favorite
Portland Club?
person in this
I'm skeptical,
game.
but
I'm
I'd
not
like
gonna
to
mention
start
why,
tape. I say
but
we go check it out for
he's
ourselves.
pretty awesome in this game. Like honestly, one of my favorites. The music is so relaxing. Too bad we'll only be here for like not long.
Ah, man. Not a ship in sight. What gives?
Appreciate it.
Alright, we're gonna meet a new character.
According
Guys,
to
ready?
my sources, the Empire, given strict orders not to let any vessels leave the docks of Altissia. Real shame if you were late to your own wedding. Right, Prince Noctis? Name's Dino, by the way. Pleasure. The Crown Prince Elusus bounty hunting in his fancy car. Surely you didn't think it'd go unnoticed. At least not by this reporter. Lucky for you, this reporter has integrity. If you want to remain incognito, I'll respect your wish. In exchange for a favor.
I'll be nice and listen.
What do you want?
Hey, I knew you'd come around. Let me see your map. Marked where you need to go on your map. All you gotta do is find me some rough gemstones, like this one. Do this, and your ship will come in. Don't, and the papers will run you out of town. Capiche?
Alright, so a little thing about Dino is that he also has a lot of side quests, and what he's having me do right now, I think I just said a third
really got
annual
your number,
Prompto
Knox.
little snapshot thing. That's
Not
pretty
like
cool.
we
I
made
might
much
participate in
effort
that
to
off
keep it
screen.
secret.
But
Even
yeah,
if we haven't
Dino,
impressed
what
one
he's
of these
making
friends
us do
away.
right now is go get a mineral deposit or like a gemstone, and basically every single one of his side quests has to do with, you know, finding gemstones, and they get harder and harder as time goes by. They make you, I think one of them, if I'm not mistaken, one of them makes you go into a menace dungeon. Like you have to get the key, I believe. Don't quote me on that. That may not be true, but I know you have to go into a hard dungeon to get one of the last gemstones. But yeah, after you do all the side quests and he's done, and it's pretty cool though. And there's also a girl that serves you food here, and I think Dino likes her or something like that because in one of the missions where you have to fight this gigantic ass turtle, it's called the Adamantoids, and now I'm not spoiling anything for the reason that it's a side quest, so we won't get to it anyways. But that's how I got my Adamantis bandit or bangle, which gives me full like maxed out health. But basically that turtle, the mountain that you've seen by Hammerhead, if you guys like remembered, that is a turtle that well has 1,000,000 health, I believe, and it's hard to kill. It takes a while, but I did it. I did it in one hit. Yeah, you guys probably confused, but yeah, did it in one hit. Don't have to worry about that. I'm just extra strong. I'm OP. These kind of missions though, I don't know how Final Fantasy feels about you playing music like from the soundtracks in here. So I kind of don't want to play any music from the soundtracks. But man, if I did, I could play some Final Fantasy 13 music or Final Fantasy 7 One Winged Angel, which is the Sephiroth soundtrack.
According
is
to
awesome.
the map. Let's scope it out.
Which, you know, Final Fantasy 7 probably could have ended up in my top 3, but it's definitely top 5. I think I'd give that 4th place, to be honest. 4th place for that. Give me Final Fantasy 9 for 5th. Final Fantasy 8 for 6th. And then just, that's pretty much all the ones I really care about.
Oh.
Hey look, we found the bird again. This is where he flew off to.
Near that thing?
Pipe down before you wake it up.
I remember when I first did this, I thought I mistaken that for a rock. I was a dumbass because I didn't go in front of him. I went behind him and I didn't really look close enough, so I thought it was a rock. I mean, I noticed after I seen the tail, but I honestly did think it was a rock. I felt pretty stupid, I'm not gonna lie. Prompto's having a panic attack over there. Now, no, I didn't mess up. This is what's supposed to happen. But look at that bird, man. That's awesome. And I like the music they play with it. I've never faced this bird, so maybe we'll do that. Like in game, we'll do a couple things, but not many.
Off it goes.
Alright, well, we got the gemstone we needed. Alright, let me jump down here. Oh, I accidentally warp strike way too quick. Alright, we got it though. We didn't even take any damage.
Fit for a king.
Indeed.
I wonder if you did kill that bird, what kind of like meat would you get, or if any. I'm probably gonna look that up after this episode just to figure out how to fight him in the future. It's probably gonna be one of those like you have to beat all menace dungeons, and I'm just gonna think in my head like, ha, no. Even though I believe I might have a save that has to do before I started a new game. Maybe, I don't know. Gotta bring this gemstone back to Dino. So how you guys enjoying the Let's Play so far? You guys feeling good? You got this far. I might start leaving checkpoints into the Let's Plays to see how far people are actually getting. So if you guys got this far, comment down your favorite Final Fantasies and maybe a list of 3. We'll keep it small. And if no one got this far, it's all good. As long as you guys are leaving likes and, you know, watching at least, like I said, 10 minutes of it, I'm cool. And hopefully I'm keeping it entertaining. Because while I'm not being funny, I think I'm being entertaining in a way of an informative entertaining. Kind of like my normal videos. Because I don't find myself funny unless I'm with someone. That's like really when jokes actually come out.
We need to replenish our supply of curatives.
Gotcha.
Oh, hey, a different voice line when we got out the car. That's the other, I think that's the only other one, maybe. Sometimes they'll talk about staying, like, when it's nighttime, they'll talk about, like, spending the night or something. But that's pretty much it.
Is this place amazing or what?
The breeze is quite refreshing.
Didn't think I'd enjoy the seaside this much.
Sounds like it's made a good first impression.
Dum da 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 da. Ba da da da. That quest back there, you have to feed a cat. That's actually, I believe that's an achievement if you feed them all the times. If not, nah, I believe it is. Or I think you get something from the cat for an achievement. Something like that.
So, you thinking to fairy tale Lady Lunafreya back to the Crown City?
Nah, no need to rush to happily ever after.
Now we're gonna get into a
Nice work, kid.
heavily
Sorry for giving you such a
important
hard time. I just had to get my
cutscene in
hands
a
on it,
second,
even if
so
it meant blackmail. You understand, don't you?
just be
You see,
prepared.
I'm a
I won't be
reporter by
talking
day
through it.
and an amateur jeweler by night. This elusive little beauty's gonna become a masterpiece. To make it up to you, I'll share a little scoop. That special coin you got? It commemorates the Oracle's ascension.
Also,
That
you
guy
can
was
use
tossing
those
them out to
coins
everyone.
for Elemancy to
him up
make
back in
certain
Niflheim.
spells with certain
And
effects.
speaking of freebies, here's one from me. Come back if you want to buy more.
I doubt a souvenir like
garnet
that could make its
bracelet.
way into the hands of an
Ass.
ordinary citizen.
Garbage.
Oh well, it's our pocket change now.
Let's learn from history and book a place this time.
As promised, I'm in the process of securing your ferry tickets right now.
I like how he's in
Told
the
ya,
process, but
I'm
haven't
ready
got
to
off
take
his
it.
ass yet.
Should be smooth sailing from here. So let me know when you're ready to ship out.
I'm ready.
I admit I didn't
You guys ready to set sail?
Yes.
Already? The ship won't arrive till tomorrow. How about you find a place to spend the night?
This man. I'm not gonna lie, Dino annoyed me my first playthrough. I was like, oh my god.
It's kind of early, isn't
Like
it?
doing all the
It's cool.
side quests, I think I heard his voice too much to where it like started irritating me. Here's our first stay, and I don't even know if we'll get a. Oh yeah, I think we are. Oh no, no cutscene for the first stay in Golden Key. I think that's the only one though. Nothing cool here. Alright, I'm gonna shut up. Here comes the important cutscene. It'll happen very soon now. Maybe? Possibly? After this loading screen? Come on, show me. Oh yeah, here's game over. Noctis. Oh, here it goes. I'm so hyped, but I've never seen this cutscene before. So pretty sad stuff right there, but pretty much the peace agreement was nothing other than a ploy, and Niflheim pretty much, infiltrated, shut down the shields and Lucis, and killed King Regis. Which, if you guys paid attention, don't quote me on this, but I think I'm right. The person that killed King Regis was the same guy that was right behind King Regis when he was saying the last, King Regis was saying the last words to Noct as they were walking down the steps. So, yeah. Last little bit of the cutscene right here. They all find out what happened.
What's that look for?
It's in all the papers.
What is?
Insomnia Falls.
What? That's your idea of a joke?
I need you to calm down so I can explain.
I'm as calm as I'm gonna get.
There was an attack. The Imperial Army has taken the Crown City.
As treaty room tempers flared, blast lit the night sky. When the smoke about the Citadel had cleared, the king was found dead.
No, wait. Hold on.
We had no way of knowing.
What? Knowing what?
That the signing was last night. That insomnia.
But the wedding! Altissia!
I know. That was the plan. Yet the reports of the invasion are all the same. How could every headline in the kingdom be wrong?
Lies.
Right now, he's in the...
If only.
What is it? The 4th stage of grief or something? denial. Right now he doesn't want to accept the fact that his father might be dead.
We can't be sure until we see it with our own eyes.
And that means we go back to Insomnia.
Might not be safe for us there.
Might not be safe for us here.
Turn back.
Yeah.
It's a crushing blow for the 4 bros. You know, first, you know, it's kind of when. Hold on, let me read this. While waiting for the boats to go out, ill tidings arrive. The headlines say Insomnia has fallen and King Regis is dead, but the 4 cannot be sure unless they see it with their own eyes. In search of the truth, they make their way back to the Ground City. And, you know, this is where the story kind of takes a depressing turn, to say the least, but it also takes a turn for a story being told, which is just why I love this game, because like the way they tell the story is just awesome to me. Maybe not to other people, but for me, the pacing of the story and everything, it's just good. It's just good enough. Now, man, I'm not gonna get used to these cutscenes. They're so long. I mean, not cutscenes. These loading screens. They're just really long. They're about as long or longer than Dark Souls 2 loading screens, and many Dark Souls 2 players know what I'm talking about. And I'm not talking about the remastered, or not the remastered, but the little kind of the next gen version. I'm talking about the actual like beginning version. That stuff was ridiculously slow. It annoyed me. But right now, this part, it's just kind of all driving, pretty much.
You mustn't lose faith.
I'm not gonna cut it out though, cause it kinda. Oh my gosh, I am tired. I'm recording these Let's Plays very late.
The Empire lied.
But yeah, it's kind of when it's a lot of driving, it gets kind of slow.
We're searching for truth.
But they do talk a lot, which kind of helps. Sometimes it's very good dialogue. Other time it's just kind of pointless, and look at that. That's an Imperial Dreadnought.
Those things.
Imperial Dreadnoughts.
See?
They transport soldiers, namely the Magitech infantry.
The robots?
Mass-produced humanoid weapons of warfare.
Those are some big-ass aircrafts, though.
Doesn't look like they'll be signing that peace treaty. Up ahead!
Now, I used to always think in my head when you use just a normal regalia, that how did the people not notice that a Crown City car is just right here, and you know, it's turning this way. So it kind of always annoyed me a little bit. It's like, okay, that's kind of unrealistic. Like, obviously they would know what car he was driving, but since I changed it, it now makes more sense because they don't know about this regalia Type D. I don't think anyone does. Like, you could take this to the Crown City and they'd be like, hey, what is that? But
let's make a detour.
It's pretty cool though. I do like it. Alright, I'm gonna have to do a little bit of fighting, guys, so hear me out. I might die. It's very, very possible. Like, watch this. Oh yeah, your mama. Oh yeah, your body. Gonna hit everything. Oh, look at that. I hit his toes and he died. I'm so OP, it's actually fun. Like, you can't lie though. Those holograms, huh? They look nice. And just the flow. The flow, being level 99, like, you know, other games, it would seem like, okay, it's kind of boring to watch. But with this game, it still looks like there's a nice flow to it, don't it? Yeah, I think so. See, but we'll always get a D+, because with finesse, to get your finesse grade all the way up, you need to do so many amount of warp strikes, so many dodges, you know, do a few different things, do some air combos, all that. You have to basically do a whole bunch of stuff, but since I'm level 99, I'm kind of incapable of doing some of that stuff, and god damn it, I thought I could get there. I was about to say, let me do that. Oh yeah, see, look at that, that looks beautiful. Y'all can't say that didn't look nice. But yeah, that's why my finesse grade will always be low, because it's literally impossible at this level to get a nice grade unless I was sitting there dodging the whole time, which would be kind of pointless, honestly. But another important kind of cutscene will be taking place in a minute.
As the ceasefire discussions between the two nations, all provisional terms have been suspended in light of recent developments. Moreover, in the wake of the news of King Regis's death, we've now received word that Crown Prince Noctis and the Oracle Lunafreya have also been pronounced dead.
Keep it on.
Man, how you dropped the phone? See, this is what I meant by it takes a depressive turn. Because he just got hit with my dad died. Maybe my future wife is dead. They say I'm dead. So, you know, it's a lot that happened for one person, you know?
Hello? Cor?
So, you made it.
The hell's going on?
Where are you?
Outside the city, with no way back in.
Makes sense.
Makes sense? Are you serious? What about any of this makes sense? The news just told me I'm dead, along with my father and Luna.
Listen, I'm heading out to Hammerhead. About the king. It's true. If you're looking for the whole truth, you know where to find me. Get moving.
Right.
This episode was full of a lot of information.
What did the Marshal have to say?
Said he'd be in Hammerhead.
And the king?
Pretty sad moment, honestly. It's one of the times, see, you couldn't exactly get in the feels at this point unless you watch Kingsglaive and all that, and Brotherhood. But, you know, it still kind of hits you in the heartstrings a little bit, like, man, that kind of sucks. But yeah, I think this is a good place to stop. Ooh, alright, we got one more, Gladiolus, and then we'll get that achievement for upgrading them all. Ooh, look, there's the achievement right there. But if you guys did enjoy, leave a like, subscribe, and you guys know the drill. I will see you guys later.